Autunm 44, and I am Karina. Thank you for everybody that is coming back to share a little bit of time with me. I hope I have a bunch of stuff because I'm doing Stitch Mania this year, and I hope you can see everything well. I was fighting where to do this floss too because it's very hot, it's very humid right now here, and I am fighting. If I go directly straight to the light, I'll be sweating like crazy. If I get out of the light, you won't see. Okay, then I'm trying, maybe here it's better. Okay, let me know later on. Well, life update. Work. The winter season, our rainy season is coming into Costa Rica. That means heavy rain, which is good for our land and our water resources, but it's heavy rain. And this is for anybody that is new here or maybe never listened to me about talking about this. Here we don't have 4 straight seasons. We have only basically 2. It's dry season and wet season or rainy season. The problem is rainy season doesn't mean cold, okay? And rainy season doesn't mean it will be raining the entire day 24/7. No. Normally we will have sunny hot mornings and then showers after midday or after 2 o'clock, depends. That's the regular. Sometimes we have a let's say one of these let's say, how do you call it in English, when they advise there will be some extra days of more rain, and then you maybe will have 2 or 3 days of not heavy showers, that maybe like rain all day, but this is not the norm. The norm is like sunny mornings and rainy afternoons, I'm sorry. And the problem is that gets a lot of humidity and you sweat. Okay, then that's the weather. The rest is all fine. My daughter is fine. The granddaughter is beautiful and growing. I'm loving them so much every day, a little bit more. I have been in dentist appointment. I have to fix my teeth. In general, a big tooth here that moves. Maybe anybody that has been with me for the last 3 years can see I have a tooth that is getting like moving up, and that's because with the age all my structure changes. Then now I'm in the process of that, and that's not happy, that's not funny, that's not easy, and that is expensive, but life is life. Okay, then I have 2 basic things. Besides that, everything is okay, everything is fine, it's what it is, and I don't have like big announcements. Okay, now I have 2 things. I start working Stitch or playing my own Stitch Mania for this May, and I adjusted as every day I will take 1 piece that could be a new start or a whip that I didn't touch in a long time, and then I will work on it. I have so many things that I bought in years back, or designs, or that they are coming in a magazine or whatever that I want to start, and I keep pushing because I have too many whips. Then because you have too many whips, you don't want to start something new. But that's not okay, because like you buy things, you want to start them, no matter if it takes you 30 years to finish them. I'm pretty sure you guys will understand me. Then I decided to start a bunch of stuff and then put work also in my whips, and that is also giving me an idea of which whips I want to concentrate after May in order to maybe finish this year. That's actually a good thing. It's a good survey over what I have. Then I wanted to show you first 3 things that I was working on before May started, that I didn't show you yet, that I made a good advance, okay? One is almost done. And then we will go into the first 15 days of May, and I will show you what I'm working on, okay? Yeah, that's it. Okay, we're going to start with the things that are not Stitch Mania. That I said before, there are 3, but not, they're really 2. One, I did a lot of work on the Green Valley or the European town, depends of, I don't know why it has 2 names, okay? I had seen different people calling in the different ways. I'm putting the design there. I love that, guys, and I really wanted to move on because I want to see this finish. I know it will take me a long time, but it's so amazing. And okay, let me show you here. This is one of the pages, okay? If you see here, this is the division of pages. Really, each part is divided in a big page and a small page, okay? Then the last time I showed you this, I finished those 2 first pages, okay? Now I finished the second big one, and I'm almost finished in the second small one. Here is where I am right now. Then I finished all the second top, the little big one, and you see it's a very small part of the road that I have to finish. And yes, if you didn't see this before, I know I didn't let so much space. There was a big mistake, but I am not starting again. I will figure that later on when I have to frame it, okay? It is not impossible to frame. But yes, something that I like with this is the colors. It's something that keeps you interest all the time, and keep working on it and all the details. And I have to say, I didn't put any back stitch yet, any detail on that, but even without that, you see clearly the design. I'm pretty sure that when I finish, because I will put the back stitch at the end, a total end, I don't want to go for pieces, and I'm pretty sure it will be amazing, because without that, it's already very, very nice. Then I put a bunch of hours on this, and I wanted to put more, okay? Even in Stitch Mania, I want to see if this second part of May and June, I will continue with this. And the other thing that is not a Stitch Mania, but I let's say, I included over there and even show it in Instagram, is this pattern of Star Wars. This is a dimension kit, okay? And it is basically done except for the French knots. Then hopefully I will have this ready pretty soon. It has a problem on the space too. I don't know why. Three or 4 years ago I had so many space mistakes. I don't know why. That was my year of space mistakes. Now I'm completely different on that, but I don't know. Okay, this is the design. It's done, guys. I finished all the stuff over here that was like around, all those colors, extra colors around the, let's say the aura of the design. The only thing, there are so many French knots here around, like dots. This is the only thing expanding, and then it will be completely done. Next time I show it to you, it will be done, and it will be this year. You will say maybe, well, you didn't finish. Well, because I hate, no, hate is not the word, but I don't like French knots. They're not my happy cup of tea. But I will, okay, I will do it pretty soon, and you will see this finished pretty soon. And I will wash it and you know, put it nice for you to see the design and everything pretty soon. And I have to tell you that when I was putting things out for this Stitch Mania, I have another Star Wars dimension kit that is started. I don't have it with me right now. And I was about to work in it. and I discovered it has some kind of mold on the fabric. It's not too bad, but you can see some white little like moldy stains. I don't know why. It's the first time that I got mold on something. I don't know why, because it's in the same part, it's dry, it's airy, and I have all of the, you know, the fabric rolls there with the designs that I'm working on, the whips, and I don't have any problem with that. Then I decided not to touch it. I am going to, that I discovered that yesterday. Then I'm going to wash it gently, take that out, because it's already started. It has part already done. But I'm going to wash it to take away that before I even touch it or put a needle on it again, because I don't want to transfer any parts of that mold to any other design or flaws or whatever. Then I'm going to wash it gently, take that away, and then I will, you know, work on that probably in the next month. I will show you, but it was really weird. And it was easy to see because this is dark fabric, you know, it's black fabric. Then you can see there is some mold there, but I don't know why. You guys, tell me if somebody has that experience before, because somebody had it, I don't know. Okay, then we go with, hold on for a second, please. Let me see where I am. Where I have this here? Can somebody tell me? Okay, because this is not. Okay. I have so many things here. Okay, then now, before May, I was working a lot of Green Valley, then that's hours and hours, okay? Then May came, and I started. The first day of May was a new start, and that is actually something that I already started and did, but in a small teacher. You remember I did this design for my granddaughter in a small teacher. It's actually a orange t-shirt. Well, that is almost done. It's completely done except that I'm finishing the back stitch, okay? But my idea was to make the same thing for my daughter, then she can put, you know, and wear together the same. Then I start hers in a black shirt, okay? There is the start. That's the center of the bear by the scarf, okay? And I'm working, for the people that is new, I'm working with this like gelatin fabric that later when you finish you can wash away, because in that way I can, you know, stitch, cross stitch in this kind of fabric. Then that was number one. That was number one. Let me see where I'm going to put them to keep it in order for the Spanish video. Okay, then number two is gather and give thanks. This is a whip. This is so beautiful, guys. I love it, and I hope to finish this year. I'm not pretty sure, but it will be one of my focus pieces because I am well advanced. Okay, now what I did was I did one part of here and all these white greeny punky here. This is all new from May. Okay, I think it's beautiful, guys, and I want to improve my decor for Thanksgiving, harvest, fall time. Then this would be great. I'm trying to finish this for this year. Not sure, but I'll try. May number 3, or May the 3rd. Okay, I'm getting crazy today. Okay, that's a new start. It's called, let me put this, I'm trying to put this in it. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, this is a new start, and it's called the Painter of Light. It's actually a vintage kit that I bought at eBay. This is from Kandamar Designs. This is work from Thomas Kincaid. Okay, I don't think the colors here is really making people to see how beautiful these colors are. But Thomas Kincaid is their paints. One color goes into the other color. It's like a magic, romantic mix of colors. I love it. I have actually 2 more, I think, of him, at least one. I am sure about one. The other one I don't know is Thomas Kincaid, but it's kind of a design. But the point is, this is inexpensive compared if you buy a new kit. The thing is, this is vintage. Then you don't necessarily get everything as supposed to be. First of all, this is a stamp. And here is, okay, it comes stamped, but it's not, see, this part here and this part here are the ones I did in May, and they are separate, but it's because they're the same color. They are like dark part of the clouds. The thing is, when you see these, and this is the problem, I will not say a problem, it's a complication, and if you buy anything like that, you have to understand how it works. My point is, it's impossible to really see where one color finishes and when the other starts. Then no matter how hard you try, you will be inputting a lot of your own unsubjected decisions or observation of how the colors are distributed, okay? Because whatever, besides this, it comes with a page with colors and how many strands and whatever, you know, if it's back change of 2, whatever. But it's not, see, you don't have here, there is not a paper thing that shows you here if this color goes over that color, which symbol it is. There is nothing here to guide you. You're supposed to be guided by the stamp, but it's not easy to see then. The only thing that, yes, it has some kind of instructions is for this specific, like for the lanterns, and see this part of the lanterns, because that is really, you have to have a straight light on the lanterns. Then that has a special like section on the in the paper. I'll show you in the next one when I work a little bit more on this. Then you can guide yourself with that, but that's only for some small things. Then if you buy something of this, it's not that it's bad, because it's a joyful thing and it's not expensive, but be clear on that. Probably the amount of floss that you're getting, it won't be enough. Not because it's a con or they try to rob you, it's because you don't know if you will subjectively see the same that the people who made the kit saw. What I'm saying is, maybe you think here I'm using too much. I'm looking this light blue on the side of this light blue, and I think this is maybe a lot of this number and a little bit of that number, but maybe you are moving so much in one direction. I don't know if I explain myself, but there is a lot of subjectivity here. Then be prepared to have a little bit of extra floss of all the colors, because you probably will cross decisions about which color you're using, okay? I don't know if I can explain myself. Otherwise, if I don't explain myself correctly, let me know and I'll try to explain myself better. But the point is that, be sure of that, and don't get frustrated. Like, use your creativity. If you think you can put a little bit more of little purple, light purple there, and a punch of this, do it, because you really have here a basic instructions, but you will put a lot of subjectivity in this, and that will be at the end a nice piece of art, okay? Then this is my start for May 3rd. Now we go with the 4th, which is actually the other Santa. talking about this one. Guys, when I took this one for Stitch Mania, I really was so behind. It's so behind. And I improved a lot, really. Okay, here I am. Basically, when I took it, I had this like dots all over here. Then I decided to really put effort to close some section. Then all this here is new. All the red, all this green part of here, all is this new. Then it's a big chunk, but still not showing too much form. But this is May 5th, okay? Okay, May 5th is a whip, is the Yorky Puppy. I'm putting the sign there. I love it. It's a nice PDF. And I know you won't see too much here. Okay, here I am. Basically, when I took it, I probably have like 400 stitches or something like that. And this is 18. Then over there, guys, there is a lot of stitches. Let me tell you, I think I have here how many I place on it. I'm not completely sure, but yes, I think I should have it. Hold on, let me see how we go with Yorky Puppy. It has a lot of popcorn, a lot of, you know. Then, okay, here we go. See, yeah, no, actually, I have 600 stitches, and I put 400 stitches. This is what I did all the time to say do that, yeah. But that's the thing. It's a lot of changes there. It would be nice at the end, but it will take me a while. It's actually, it will be a gift for my best friend that has two mini Yorkies and one Shih Tzu, and actually she's right now in, let's say, trying to be better because she has a bad fall because one of the Yorkies get into her legs and she fell. She fell really bad, and she has two problems, one in the knee and the other one in the foot. She told me she probably will need surgery. That's crazy, guys. You know, be careful with the little dogs because they always want to go with you and they go directly into your legs, your feet, whatever, you know what I mean. But she's like that. Okay, May 6th, the Magnificent 7. This is very known dimensions kit, which I think is so funny. I really like it. And well, it's funny because it looks like, to start, you don't see their dogs, but you know, here I am right now. Let me, oh, okay, this is getting curly. Let me go curly to the other direction. Then it's easy for you to see. Okay, here I am. I did all the green hat, all the shades that are on the background and the top of the hat, and a little bit of the center and the face of the green dog. This is what I did in May. It's a good chunk of work. It was funny time, you know. Really have a good fun on that, but it's a little bit, not too much. Okay, let me see what else. Then we go with May 7th, which is a new star. It's called For Season. I bought it at Etsy. I'm putting the design there. Guys, it's beautiful. And yes, Crazy Marina is starting again my star is the last part of the roof of the first building. This is what I start in May. Blues, purples and grays, and this is the size. It is long, similar to Green Valley, but it's not the same kind of work, because this is, Green Valley has like, let's say it's more like full coverage except for the sky, but the rest is like a full coverage, so tied together. This one has more spaces in between the buildings and the trees. You have more white space on the back, but still a big job, and I think it's beautiful. Then this is a new stuff. And it's starting to rain. I'm gonna rush to see if we don't have too much sound in the back, because you probably already have some small sound, and that's the fan. That without that, I won't be able to go with this Rooster. Okay, then number 8, Berry Patch Rooster. Okay, this is I inherited. It was a gift from my best friend, the one of the Yorkies. She also makes cross stitch here. She works with cross stitch. Not as crazy as me, but she does some job. And one day I was in her house. We were, sharing on projects, and she told me, "Oh, do you want this rooster? I made some mistake. Now I cannot recall exactly which colors I want, and I wanted to keep going on it." And I said, "Yes, of course." Okay. First of all, I don't have the photo, the design. By the time I edit the video, I would try to find it on the internet, and if I find it, I'll put it there. If not, sorry. But the thing is, it's a vintage Bucilla pattern. See, if I cannot find the photo, then it's a rooster, and the background is strawberries. It's a strawberry patch. This is why it's called, as it's called. And then she had some work done on it, and I had to frog everything, because it's not that she made something wrong, it's that I didn't know what she made. I don't know what she did, not really, and I couldn't go around with my brain where to start around what she already had. It was not too much. It was a center, like in the part of the center of the rooster, but no, I'm sorry, I couldn't. Then I took it, and the thing is, this is a nice soft Ada, and I have to be very careful. I in some small parts, maybe the hole goes a little bit more wide than that's supposed, but I hope it will be covered when I finish. And I start more or less in the same part where she started, but not exactly, a side of the rooster. Okay, this is what I had, and if you can see here, all the part that I frogged, but all that will be covered with the stitches. This is the size. It was funny because I never saw this masking tape on green. This is originally from her, but this is the new start for that date. Okay, then 9 is another 9 is a whip. I'm putting the design there. That's a PDF from Etsy, and it's huge, guys. And I know it's vintage, but I love the Peter Rabbit stories, all the cartoon and this, meaning for kids. And I bought the design before my daughter got pregnant. I didn't know, but I wanted. But it's huge, guys. It's huge. It's so big. And right now I'm so behind because I'm not going to open all this. This is what I had so far. I think similar of Yorky, let me tell you, I had, before I took it in May, here, I saw Peter Rabbit before, and I should find it soon. Let me see. Okay. Before I took it, probably I had like 150 or maybe 200 stitches. So far, I had 800 stitches. Yeah, these are 800 stitches. Has a lot of popcorn. And why I'm saying popcorn? I already said popcorn twice. What is my mind telling me? That I need to make some popcorn today? I'm talking about confetti. Guys, what is happening with me? I said popcorn twice, and I just realized it. And I know it's confetti, that's the term. You know what, maybe I do some popcorn today for me. That's my unconscious asking for popcorn. I don't know why. Okay, now I'm having fun with me because that's crazy, you know? From confetti to popcorn, you kidding me? Okay, then we go with Autumn Owl. Okay, Autumn Owl is a freebie that I took from Instagram. I'm going to pop the thing there, and you can see where it's coming from and everything. I think it's so cute. It's a small thing, and my idea is to put it in this little shirt for my granddaughter, but I am not using the system of the gelatin fabric. My idea is to make the design and later on put it as some kind of applique, you know. As I did it before, I don't know if you saw the shirts that I put, that like the Winnie Pooh small designs that I did before. Okay, something like that. And this is my start for the owls. These white things, they are the eyes, okay? This is a small thing, probably would be like something like that. And this little piece is Ada, I think it's Ada 14? I don't know, gotta check. I don't know if it's, no, this is not 14. I don't know if it's 16 or 18, I gotta check. But this is a small piece that was coming, it came with the original kits of the polar bears, but I didn't use the fabric because I'm using, you know, I'm putting the bear on the shirts. Then this is a little piece, and it will be totally covered, the beige. It will be used and applique, and I don't care. I am not too fan of this color, but you won't see really the color on the shirt, and it's okay. Number 11 is Golf Day. Golf Day is another vintage kit from Elsie Williams. Is this? I bought it in eBay too, and it's vintage and it's big and it's a country club, I will say, with people playing golf. Now, why this took my attention? Because I lived my first almost 7 years in the south zone of Costa Rica, and my mother, father, and my grandpa and grandma, you know, my grandparents from my mother's side also in the same group. We were living in the south zone, and they were working with the banana company that was in that moment working in Costa Rica. Costa Rica has banana companies, internationally talking, in the Caribbean side, which they still working, and then it was a big one working in the south zone that is no longer working because that company went out of Costa Rica after a big strike long time ago, even before we came to San Jose from the south one. But I was raised there. And in front of my house, they were the golf. There was the tee off and a big circle, and it was part of the club. And then for me, this is, this is my childhood. A little bit different, but it is. Then I saw it and I was in love. I bought it. And I don't know why it has because of the sky. It has a sky blue. Let me see. Okay, here is where I am. When I took it before May, I basically had, let me put this a little bit, let me do it different, then you can see. Here, basically it had this green part here. And then I moved and I put all of this, okay? This is the center, and it has a lot of green, guys. It has a lot of green, but it will be beautiful at the end. We go with the 12. The 12 is a whip from Gold Collection of Dimensions. It's called Lions, African Lions. I think it's a masterpiece. It's beautiful. And well, it's also, Gold Day has a lot of green, and African Lions has a lot of blue in the sky. A lot of blue, light blue. Okay. You'll find because, okay, this is what I have. Where I started, okay, before May, I had all this part from this top and here, all this. Now in May, I put all this. This is the boring part because you have to go so many stitches with the same colors. And I would love to start the lions, but not yet. Because if I start the lions, I would like to get back to the sky, and I will have to later. Then I prefer to make a big chunk of sky before. I don't know, but then I don't run away of the sky later, okay? And you know what? This is why I have some parking here, because that color will go on and on and on. I will be mixed with other colors, but I still have a lot of this color to move on. But for Stitch Mania, for my original idea to put extra work on things that I didn't touch in so many times, it worked okay. And then we go with, we still have 3. Okay, number 13 is a freebie that honestly I don't recall where I found it. I am pretty sure it was Instagram, but I don't recall. I don't know why I didn't, keep the details. This is, I call it, 3 hearts freebie, and I didn't have really too many instructions, but too much info on it. But I decided to change the fabric. Instead of use white, I decided to use pink, and I made some changes on the floss. This is where I am right now. I think it's beautiful, the contrast of the reds, and with the pink, it works really, really well. I am not normally fan of the baby pink. I'm fan of all the pinks and fuchsias and purples, but baby pink is not my, preferred to go. But in this case, it works really good. Now, all this part was done before, and all of this is my May work. Okay, now, I decide to work the freebie with a mix of colors that I have a lot of floss, and maybe some floss that it was like extras that I had in my stash from other works before. then I basically substitute some of the colors. I'm not going to get into detail right now, but this is one of the ones that I want to finish this year. By the time I finish, I will explain all the substitutions and how it works, okay? Because some of the floors are DMC, some of the floors are dimension, but you can, you know, make an equivalent of the colors, and then you can move some of those extra, you know, flosses that you have there from a long time. But I love those hearts. I think it's a beautiful design. And I was actually thinking what I plan to do with that. And I don't know, because I'm playing with an idea. What about, I have the same size of fabric with this, you know, it's an 8 or 14 like that, but I have it in light baby blue. And I was thinking, what about if I make the same design, but instead of reds and, you know, I use blues, and I use that fabric. Then I can, you know, frame both, and they will be nice, maybe in my office or in the bathroom, or I don't know. I think maybe if you have chance, let me know how you think of the idea to make another tree, but in blue colors, and put the two frame. The other idea is make the tree in blue, and then maybe make a purse, like a purse. It's a bag, you know, like a bag, and put one tree in one side, one tree on the other side. I don't know. Give me ideas, because I'm really into finish that one this year. And okay, then two more. May 14 is another vintage kit from Dimensions. This was my my daughter's grandma from the father's side went to US, and I don't know where, I don't know, it was in a Dollar Tree or where she found this kit, Chickadees on the branch. She bought it, I don't know how much, and later on she gave it to me in order to make it, because she is not a cross stitcher. She stitches, but let's say the original Costa Rican, you know, different stitches. The thing with this is it had a piece of, it was a kit, okay? But the fabric was not really an stitching fabric, was kind of a plain regular fabric, and it has the design stamp on top. But it was not stamping the same of the other kit. It was like a stamp, like small crosses, and you're supposed to go into those crosses. I tried, guys. I'm sorry, I tried, but because the fabric didn't have real holes, then no matter I tried, it was impossible to get the same size and shape of crosses all the time, because it's impossible to get, because you don't have holes. And by the time I started that, because I started like 3 years ago, I didn't have these gelatin fabric that I have right now. Then I decided, forget it. I don't like this fabric. This is getting a lot of problem. When I finish this, I will show you, because I kept the fabric, is in the second floor right now. And I decided, forget it. I'm not taking this, and I'm not fighting with this. And I decided to take a piece of Veda and do it as supposed to be. And see, and here is where I am right now, and that is getting nice. It's making me happy. Okay, then all of this was done before, which I work in May, is like this area around this berry plus the berry, that's new. All of this here is new. Okay, but see, this is making me happy. The other thing was not making me happy. See, because if I have an stamped like in the Kang Madame Art Designs, I could work on top with my own subjective ideas, but I have the holes. Then the holes keep me measured. But over there in that thing, it was not possible. Then one stitch was like more like that, the other one like more like that. No, that was crazy. And the last one, May 15, is a new star. It's called, it's a PDF I bought in Etsy. Let me put it there. It's called Antique Blue Willow. And I think it's beautiful. And it says AIDA 14. I'm doing it in AIDA 18. It will be smaller, which will be easy for me to frame it and take it into my suitcase and give it to my daughter because she loves that kind of, thing. And here, this is my star. It's exactly the center, the temple. Okay, this is my star. Let me put it a little bit closer. See, I think it's beautiful, and it will end beautiful because I love the colors. Then those are my Stitch Mania decisions, the first 15. Next cluster will have the next ones, and I hope also to advance a little bit in Green Valley, and maybe I can finish the Star Wars. I am not sure. I don't promise anything because I work in stitching as I feel, and sometimes I know I should finish something, but I don't feel it. Then, any comments? Let me know if you're doing Stitch Mania or not. Let me know how you're doing. And thanks to share the time with me. Thanks to be here. Please like. And if you came for the first time and you like the contents of the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It's free and will help me to grow the channel, okay? Then I hope everything is fine. Have a great time. God bless you. Bye-bye, guys.